you seem to have gotten a lot of motion out of the Bay, which is, you know, I feel like I was hearing about you like independent of Bay Area people, which is different because most of the people from the Bay, you hear about them because some people from the Bay be telling you about them, right?
Yeah.
So you caught a couple of records that have been going crazy, but while being independent.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like fully independent.
Yeah.
Like there's like people who are from the Bay that are like independent-ish.
Yeah.
But you're like independent, like DistroKid independent.
Yep. Yep. I upload my own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So what do you think is kind of like the secret to like your success, like things that you've been able to kind of do that, you know, you feel like have worked for you outside of making good music?
To be honest, consistency.
Yeah.
I just keep dropping. I keep dropping, and then like, bro, I'm a student of the game before anything. So like, I study like the popular music right now. I study certain shit and how certain shit go viral, or what song go viral, what they talking about in the song, and what they doing in the song, and what they doing in the viral TikToks to the song, and then I just cater to that in a way. You know what I mean? So
you're like, for example, like this new record you got, Natalie just jumped on the remix. Was that a record you like intentionally made? Like, yo, this shit's gonna go.
Absolutely, 1000%.
This is the formula. I know how to make this work on these platforms.
Yep,
and
absolutely, absolutely. And it's crazy, right? Because shout out Natalie Nunn too. But like when I made the record, I was in the lab with my engineer Combat, and I made it all right there, and I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna let the second for the hook breathe, bro, and add the camera sounds, because the camera sounds gonna make them pose when I say pose for me, right? So I'm like, bro, this TikTok right here, and then I did it, and then I dropped it. It started going viral. I rapped it on Instagram first. It did like 600,000 off me just rapping in the car, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to drop it. So I dropped it. When I drop it, it started going viral, right? And then Natalie tapped in with me. And so when Natalie tapped in with me, she like, I fuck with this. Like, you did a video to it? I'm like, nah, I didn't. She like, let me jump on it. I'm like, all right, bet. She like, write me a verse. Feel me?
So you wrote her the verse?
Yeah. So I went to the lab, and then I'm in the stew when I make her verse, and I'm trying to think of like TikTok shit. That's why I'm saying this, because I'm piggybacking off the TikTok shit. But I'm in a stew, and I'm thinking of like TikTok shit that I make the girls like go crazy, right? And I'm like, I gotta explain something on a girl body part to make them like feel themselves. Ass fat, slim thick, no tummy. You feel me? And that's something that they eat up. So I'm like, yeah, that's hard. And then come on with a chant. You feel me? And that's when that baddies. You know what I'm saying? And so then when I made it, bro, I kid you not, I told my brothers and my engineer, I'm like, bro, I guarantee you this go viral. I promise, bro. I promise. They like, all right, bro, it's good. Let's see. Feel me?
Right away.
We dropped. That motherfucker did numbers. Shout out Natalie too. She the GOAT.
No, she got a following, man.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
People. I feel like people be underrating. Like people fuck with Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I
don't even know what shows she be on because I don't watch none of that shit. But I just know she be fuck. You book her at a club, people come.
Go crazy for her too.
For sure.
For sure.
Yo, that's crazy because I feel like there's like a thin line between like doing something like on purpose. Like, I guess you would say, like, you would always hear like certain artists say, when you chase a hit, it comes across inorganic.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you just do it organically and then it happens to be it.
Right.
So you're kind of doing like, you're kind of walking a thin line. Because with Slow It Down, like for you, because that's 2 years old, right? So it's like, for a record like that, was that something that you made with that same approach, or was it a record that just kind of took off?
It was a record that just took off.
Yeah.
So like at that time, I was just recording like hella different shit, and that one, I just recorded. I wasn't even gonna drop it, and I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah. At first, I did not like it. I recorded it, and it was supposed to be a second verse on it, but I told my engineer, I'm like, bro, just render this, just bounce this shit out and then just send it to me, bro. It's good. Like, I'm cool. I'm not even feeling it. Then we bounced it out. I ended up keeping it. All my people around me was like, bro, this a banger, bro. Drop this. I'm like, for real? They like, yeah, bro, what the fuck? Send this to me. So then I ended up dropping it on a time where I needed something to drop.
Yeah.
And I just dropped the MP3 with a lyric video, and that motherfucker went viral a year later.
A year later?
A year later.
What the fuck?
That shit, it was always.
Did you already move off of it? Because it was already out? Like, you were like, man,
Yeah.
but it just came back.
Yeah, but it was like one of those things to where you check your what is it, Apple for Artists and
Right.
Spotify for Artists, so it was always at the top in one of my top
Right.
stream songs, right? So I see it, I added in little videos when I do
Right.
certain shit, certain highlights with my cousins or something. I put the song behind it and shit, and then that motherfucker just end up picking up, catching steam, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, that's crazy how that works, man. It's especially with like the internet. Like you can have a 2-year-old song that just goes fucking crazy. How many remixes did you end up doing with that record?
Like 100. I don't know. It was
310 Babies on one.
Yeah, Mozzie, Mike Sherm, Heem Beezy,
Damn,
and I think that's it.
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's like 5, huh? Yeah.
So between like all of the remixes, which one did the best?
Mike Sherm.
The Sherm Man.
Yeah.
By the way, Mike Sherm's very underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like when we talk about the Bay, that dude's got a couple of platinum records,
What? That's the guy.
and he's like, he's also independent as fuck.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah. They try to figure out how he do it, bro. He still sells shit out.
Yeah, for sure.
He been doing music since he been popping since 2017 or something.
I don't know. Asshole's just one of the greatest club songs of all time if you are on the West Coast, especially if you're in the Bay. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
But they play his shit, bro. They
Play his shit everywhere.
Yeah,
Like I own a club in AZ. That shit goes up there.
See? Yeah. That shit crazy, bro.
For sure. It's interesting too because there's these records that like you like Lil Blood Third World is like a record that like you won't understand until you see it get played at like a concert
Yep.
in the Bay, and then you'd be like, "What? Oh shit!" Or like New Oakland from like Mr. Fab. Like,
Yep.
there's like those records that you're like, you don't understand how big these songs are unless you're there when they get played. Because you could
Exactly.
even like those two songs you could play in L.A. In the Bay though, them
Yeah.
shits hit different, dog.
Crazy. Lil Blood performed that when I opened up for YG at, I think it was New Parish or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds about right.
Lil Blood performed there.
Yeah,
Bro, they went insane.
yeah.
Insane.
His podcast is dope. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to bro, for sure.
He's he interviewed Gavin Newsom. He did.
For real?
Yeah, he did.
He going crazy.
He interviewed Gavin fucking Newsom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking wild. Shout out to Little Blood.